Good morning.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Okay, let's see. You're on the record in the matter, the people of the state of Michigan versus Francis Jarvie Bolton Quintero, file number 22-03148. Counsel appearance.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Dustin Kuntz for Francisco Botín Quintero.
And Mr. Bolton is present via Zoom. Today was the date and time set for a sentencing. I do have a pre-sentence report with a recommendation. Did you get that report, Mr. Kuntz?
Yes, we did, Your Honor.
We need to make changes, updates, or deletions.
Just briefly, there's conflicting information about my client's employment in the report, and at this point, neither of the things are true. So on the very first page under employment data, the unemployed box is checked. I think that was right when the probation agent filled this out, but Francisco is employed now.
Where is he employed?
It's with his cousin's business. Francisco, what's the name of the business?
AJM services. So basically it's just like construction or handyman work.
It's called what services?
AJM, like acronym of AJM.
Okay, any other corrections, Mr. Cruz?
Well, under the questionnaire, there's some, under the employment data that's filled out there, there's some old information. I don't know if the court really needs to make the corrections in two different places, but.
I do not.
Okay.
Okay, if there are no other changes, you can proceed with allocution.
All right, thank you very much, Your Honor. Ultimately, Your Honor, I'm asking the court to just adopt probation's recommendations here. Francisco, in November of 21, when he was a Target employee and 19 years old, made some really poor decisions. They were oddly, I think his heart was in the right place for some of these things, because if you look at what it is he stole when he was at Target, it's kind of stupid stuff. I mean, yes, there was a video game. Yes, there was some Beats headphones, but we also see Pokemon cards and dog food. And in those moments, he was thinking about his, his own dog, his family members, getting gifts for them. Obviously, he went about it completely the wrong way. And I mean, he defrauded his employer, and as an employer who has been defrauded in the past, I can certainly empathize with Target there. But I think what this shows is some really limited foresight on his part. And that's exactly what we have the Homes Youthful Trainee Act for. It's an opportunity for young people to show that they can move past their youthful indiscretions. And since November of 21, I think Francisco has done a lot to prove to the court that he's very capable of doing just that. He was, when we first met back, I think last fall, Francisco was, he was working. He had recently moved down to Miami where he has some family. He was working for, I think, a restaurant, and he was also doing some entrepreneurial ventures on the side. I was asking him about that this morning, how that's going, and he's just being worked too hard by his cousin right now. So that's what he does. He's working hard. He's looking to get his life on track, and so I'd ask that the court give him the 6 months of heightened probation to prove to himself and to prove to the court that he's worthy of a second chance. Thank you, Your Honor.
Does your client wish to make his own statement?
I think so. Francisco, did you still want to talk to the court?
Oh, yeah, please.
You can do so at this
Um,
time, sir.
Good morning. I just wanted to say that this could have been like a lot of time saved if I was in the right mind at the time. But I just wanted to say that I really apologize. It wasn't my intentions as it seems, but it was really dumb of my part of doing. But I will for sure learn from my mistakes and try to move on, do as best as I can, and obviously not do this again. Thank you.
Thank you. So I've had an opportunity to review the pre-sentence report and the recommendation, as well as the itemized list that highlights the survey items that were stolen or embezzled, I should say, while you were employed at Target. I disagree with the statement that your heart was in the right place. Uh, You weren't stealing food and necessities that you needed to survive. You were stealing Apple Watches and Beats. So that's greed.
No, that is completely true.
And so if you want those luxury items, you're supposed to work hard and save so that you can get those items.
Mhm.
And not take something that you didn't lawfully purchase or something that doesn't belong to you. And so I recognize this is not a situation where your heart was just in the wrong place. You were making poor decisions, and I'm sure your age has a lot to do with that. And I do agree that that's the purpose for which the Homes Youthful Training Act was established, is for when individuals such as yourself have poor judgment and they want an opportunity to redress that. And so you are a classic candidate for probation under the Homes Youthful Training Act. And so I will adopt the recommendation of probation. It'll be 6 months of probation. While on probation, there's a $30 per month oversight fee that you're responsible for. I will grant HYTA status. While on probation, you're not to engage in any assaultive or threatening behavior. You're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any other dangerous weapon. Do you have any questions so far?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Not to use, purchase, or possess alcohol, drugs, or marijuana without a valid prescription. You'll be required to submit to random preliminary breath test and or urinalysis. You're responsible for the cost, and I recognize that you live in Florida, but there'll be a location that you'll be advised of through probation as to where you'll take care of that. Okay?
Okay.
Not to be at any bars or nightclubs while on this probationary period. You need to maintain employment and provide verification of that to your probation officer.
Okay.
Did you finish school, sir?
I'm sorry.
How far did you go in school?
I was doing school online on LCC. I stopped last semester because I needed to save a little bit of money since I was living by myself. But I'm hoping by beginning of summer or maybe next semester, I would hope hop back on it.
So I'm not
Maybe
gonna
it won't
worry
be
you.
at LCC, but I will have to transfer down here to Miami-Dade College.
Makes sense. That's something you probably should strongly consider. It would only
Mhm.
help advance you. I'm not gonna order you to do that. I just wanted to make sure that you had completed high school. I do see that noted here
Of course,
in the file.
perfect.
As to fines and costs, there's a $75 crime victim rights fee that you are responsible for, and a $50 state minimum cost that you're also responsible for. Probation will cost about $180 for 6 months. You owe restitution to Target in the amount of $1,153.24. Because of the large amount of restitution that you need to repay, I'm gonna go ahead and waive discretionary fines and costs at this time. You're gonna have your hands full, okay?
Okay.
Your total fines and costs and restitution amount to $1,458.24. And you'll be able to make monthly payments on that. It's required that you make monthly payments in order to remain compliant with probation, okay?
Perfect. Thank you so much.
No problem. Lastly, there's an advice of rights as to probation. It says you have been placed on a term of probation by the 54A District Court. The probation conditions have been individually tailored and are specific to address your assessed risks and needs. Except for cases of domestic violence, criminal sex crime, stalking offenses, or an offense where the defense of guilty but mentally ill was asserted, you may be eligible for early discharge from probation. You have the following rights. You have the right to request early discharge from probation once you have completed half the original probationary term ordered by the court. Your probation officer may, but is not required to, file a notice with the judge once you become eligible for early discharge. The probation officer must send to you and the prosecuting attorney a copy of such notice. The prosecuting attorney has 14 days from receipt of that notice to file any written objections to early discharge. You may on your own make your own request for early discharge once you've completed half the original term ordered by the court and you've completed all of the required programming and you've had no violations within the 90 days preceding your request. You would send a copy of your request to the probation officer and the prosecuting attorney. The prosecuting attorney would then have 14 days from the receipt of your request to file any written objections. If a hearing is scheduled to address your request for early discharge, you have the right to hire or retain an attorney to represent you. You do not have the right to court-appointed counsel to represent you for any such hearing. Lastly, you may make your request for early discharge by completing the notice regarding eligibility. That is the MC 512 form. That form is located on the court's website, or you can get it from your probation officer. Do you have any questions so far about your rights or about the probationary term?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Any additional matters for the record today, counsel?
No, thank you very much, Your Honor.
No problem. You're all set, and good luck to you, Mr. Bolton.
Have a nice weekend, everyone.
Have a
Thank you,
good one.
listening.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Christopher Williams, file number 23-00235, counsel appearance.
Morning, Your Honor. Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Adam Pfeiffer on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jared Austin appearing on behalf of Mr. Williams. He stands present to my right.
Thank you. How are you, Mr. Williams?
I'm fine.
Today was the date that was set for the exam. I have a note here from February 16th that we adjourned this matter and the defendant waited 21 days because he had another matter pending with the same victim. Has that matter been taken care of
Yeah,
or issued?
yes, Your Honor. It appears that it was issued sometime last week. So I made Mr. Williams aware of that, he turned himself in and got arraigned on that. And so he has PCC dates and a preliminary examination date for that file.
I will note that the preliminary examination date for that file is March 31st in this court.
Where is it?
Very least that's what courtroom tells me.
What's the case number? It's
2300758.
Yes.
758.
Yes,
When's the file due for us?
it's the two.
We're gonna handle that right now. So we don't have to do it remotely.
Okay.
Is everybody's good? We continue to examine
Leave on for exam. I think we can cross that PCC off the list.
that. We'll continue to examine that. Okay, so we're gonna do both of these on the 31st.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. What time is that?
9:30.
At 9:30. Okay, we'll continue this exam till March 31st at 9:30 in the morning to accompany the other file. Do you have any questions at this time, sir? Counsel,
No, Your Honor.
any additional matters?
Nothing further on behalf of Mr. Williams, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one. Well, I guess we'll see Mr. Pfeiffer shortly. Well,
After
after
he'll
make his
finish.
rounds.
A continuation for an MDOC defendant with Mr. Flores.